Hey, everybody. Hope everyone is having a good start to the week. Just today, my book arrived here called Stop Pretending America. Also has a subtitle, An Outsider's Guide to Healing the Sickness on the Inside in Elections and the Media. And I'll just tell you the basic thrust is if you've got 60 minutes to 90 minutes between now and election day, and if you're one of the four adults in this country who thinks that the election was stolen, it basically puts the burden on you to go find out and get the evidence. I provide all the letters that you need in the back of the book. That's the basic premise. There's a lot more to it than that. Also criticize what's wrong with the media, Fox, CNN, MSNBC, as well as other forms of media that are out there. I provide a list of fact-checking websites that you can use to determine whether some of what you may pick up on Facebook or on other sites on the internet. And we all know the internet is infamous for misinformation. This way you can at least check something out before you share it. And I'll just say this, I've been around for elections since Kennedy, Nixon, and I've, seen every presidential election since, and state, congressional. I've been involved in some of them, and I've never seen the election fraud that is alleged by those who don't believe the results of the 2020 election and are literally trying to change history, or certain people, certain leaders are trying to change a historical fact. So, my whole goal in writing this is to say, if you want to challenge the historical fact, then it's up to you to take 60 minutes to 90 minutes out to mail out some letters. But here's the thing, I'm predicting you will not get back any evidence. And why do I say that? Because the people that challenged the election went to court 62 times, lost 61, and actually in all 62 cases failed to present any evidence. It's not that the courts ruled against them because they presented certain evidence and it wasn't considered. They didn't have any evidence. So those are the facts. I encourage you to take a little time to help protect democracy. Things are going to change in this country in a really, really bad way, beginning with the November 2022 elections, if people don't start taking responsibility to protect what we have in this country. And it's going to particularly get bad in 2024. So this is the first of several books that I'm going to do on this subject. I'm not doing it to make money. In fact, I'm already a good 10 grand plus in the hole. I'm doing it in terms of what I've invested in different resources to promote and market this book. A friend of mine said, don't say you're self-published, say you're individual, say you're independently published. Well, what is independent publishing? It's self-publishing. So what I will say is that it's one book at a time. I'm not a guy out here with a tin cup. If you want to buy the book, buy the book. If you don't want to buy the book, that's fine too. Politics is not for everybody. But what I will say is, if we don't start getting involved in our political system, as unpleasant as it seems, our political system comes to us and it becomes really unpleasant, right? Women have had their rights certainly changed in the last several months alone, in a truly historic way. And more is to come. So hopefully you'll read the book. Won't take you long, and then invest an hour to an hour and a half in writing your legislators, writing members of Congress, writing the former president if you like, write party leaders of the party that claims that the election was stolen, and then ask them for proof. But don't accept opinion, don't expect diet, don't don't accept diatribes or analysis of why there had to be election fraud. Ask for actual evidence. And my overall instincts tell me you will find greater evidence of flying saucers and UFOs. the Loch Ness Monster. One thing you will not get is any kind of credible evidence of widespread voter fraud in 2020, but be my guest and please, take the initiative to protect your democracy and ask for precisely that, the evidence. And if you don't get it, then then make a decision as to how you're going to vote on the basis. If you prefer to be lied to, then that's your prerogative. So enough said. Hopefully you buy it. You'll find it on Amazon.com. There's an ebook version for less than $3. Even the trade paperback here will cost you less than $15. All right, first of many to come.